gonna tell you guys something. If you have a Crown Victoria, not looking like this, hold on.
Ooh.
If you guys got a Crown Victoria that looks like this, man, and you want it to be a SRT or a Scat Pack, bro, listen, I'm telling you guys something, man. It's a little difficult. I'm lying. It's very difficult. You got to have some money, man. If you got some money, then you know what? You just go buy you a Scat Pack. But if you're a Ford guy and you really want to beat one of those things in a four-door sedan, you got to deal with your suspension first, man. I don't care. You got a whole bunch of power. You got a whole bunch of problems if you don't mess with that suspension correctly. Now, let me bring you over to the other car. Now, this car right here, the suspension is beat on this side and the left side. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take the wheel off, and then we're going to get with the upper control arm because that's what's beat. And this is what's going to happen to all your Crown Victorias. You got to remember, your cars are old, 20 years old, 30 years old, whatever what year you got. It's going to be a problem with the suspension. So you need to work on your suspension and forget about the engine for a minute. If it's running good and it's running right, yo, just deal with the suspension and then go upgrade from there. Well, that wasn't the right size I had in there. So it got down far enough that I can grab it with a pair of grips. Skipping scenes, man. I had a situation with this strut bolt that's right here on the bottom, right? Did not want to come out. That happened on the rusty Crown Vic also. So I'm doing spray and lubricant and everything to one day and having to deal with it. But today I do not want to deal with that. So what I did was I pressed down on this situation here, right? Pull the strut out like that and, you know, get it situated like that. So there is a bolt that goes right behind there, which is this one here, right? Flat side goes in like that. You got to be able to take this bolt out. So to be able to take that bolt out, man, you got to press down on this and wiggle this thing out. So let me go ahead and install this thing back and get everything situated. All right, so we tighten up these bolts here, but first we had to jack up the bottom of this to keep it in the position where it kind of be, and then we tighten the bolts up. And you know, now I let the jack back down because I have to put the tire on and everything else like that. If you own a Crown Victoria, what is the number one thing that goes on everybody's Crown Victoria? A window regulator. I'm gonna open this thing up, man, and yank it out. Well, if you don't have that Torx or whatever the heck that thing is, man, you could use one of these in here. You would need a, I don't know what it is. Seems like a 4. You can get it right in there, and it will take this thing out. Not bad, man. Then you got to go up underneath here and get this little bolt here. This is a must. Also, man, I should have took these off first, but I didn't. On the back end, there's another bolt right here you got to get. Also, there's a bolt that's right here, and there's another one. Well, I don't have one there probably, and there's another one right there. Take off that right there. You definitely got to take out the speaker. No way around that. Then you take out this bolt here. I mean, but if you have never done it before, then you really just, I don't know, just drill out the thing. There's a nut behind it. Oh man, that sucks. All right, right there, you take this bolt out here, and then there's another one on there you have to take out. And then you kind of got to tape the window up to hold it up and all of that stuff. All right, so we got the other bolt out. Pulls this up, and we plug this out. Now I got to do these bolts here. 1, 2, it looks like. I don't think I did this one. I did 1, 2. I mean, it should be 3, but I see 2. So we're going to unscrew those. I remember this now. Every time I do this window, right, because the last time I did it was about to rain, and I put a rivet in there, and it was a little loose, and I didn't have any more rivets, so I put screws. Man, I forgot, man. You got to take the window out. Dang it. Forgot about that. That over there, and then you got to slide this bad boy out. Also, you take out these 2 screws, and also there's 2 screws on the bottom. All right, so now we can take this motor out here, and now, you know, we got to go do this again and mount this thing up. All right, so I cheaped out. This is the motor. The motor is still good, still winds and go up and down, but you know, the wire is is broke on the old one, obviously. I'm putting grease in here. Shouldn't do that. You know, it doesn't hurt, I guess, or maybe it may hurt, I don't know. You know, this is what you get when you get the cheap stuff anyway. So just go ahead and transfer this over to here. Well, I had to show you guys this right here. This is what it really looks like when it gets all mumble jumbled up and everything like that. Now, mind you, this video is not a how-to. I really don't do how-tos. I really just show you how to tackle it or how to get the jitters out from doing it. You know, this is my second time in my life doing this on this type of car anyway. So let me get back to that and keep finishing up this thing here. All right, so we got the bolts in, that bolt in, and that bolt in. That holds the motor in. Then we installed the glass, but we moved it up. And then when we moved it up, we left these two loose and the bottom two under here loose. Put the window up. Now it's in position. You know, you kind of move the window, then you lock it in. Boom. Lock them in. Tighten those two up, right? And then you're good. Then you go over here and then you test the window out. Make sure everything is legit. You hook up back the switch. And you're good. So that's rocking. Now you got to put everything back together, and I know I need a bolt for right here because I used it for right here. So now I got to go find one in the garage somewhere and put that together. Now we got everything in. All the bolts are in. The bolts behind there. This, I need a new one of these right here. If somebody got one, let me get one. What else? All the bolts are in and everything. Now, the cause of this fiasco here is real simple, man. We just can't get enough of hitting that daggone button. Make sure it's up. You hit it and you hear the motor go, "Arr." You know what I'm talking about. So that is done, and man. So we did the suspension and the window all in one video before the rain came. Now, the number one thing on your Crown Victoria that's going to go is going to be this, and your suspension is definitely going to go. Your upper and lower arms, yes, they're going to go. Mainly the upper arms are going to go first. So now what we're trying to do now, we're going to try to sit and prepare and figure out which car that we're going to take to Ford Day in PA. Is it going to be this one? Or is it going to be the white one that's over there? Or is it going to be this one over there? Mainly it's going to be this car right here because it's closer to being done versus this one that's right here, or even this one. This one is pretty daggone drivable. It's just that the turbo needs to be tuned. It still needs to get an exhaust. The battery needs to be relocated in the back. It's just a lot of little tiny things, just like this one here and kind of like this one here. This one, the plan is to take out the engine and put a 4-valve in it. Now, I have a 4-valve that I just got from the junkyard that was running, and it was not that bad. So what I would like to do is take this engine, which is an old engine, and the first 4.6 double rig cam that I bought, take all the good stuff out of it, like the oil pump, some of the chain stuff, the tensioner, the timing components basically, right? Add it to the other engine that's a lot better than that one, so we can have an engine right now and then install it in here. Now it's either automatic or 5-speed swap. That's what I'm working with at the moment. I can get this in quicker versus just buying the parts and everything like that, because I still need to buy the parts. I'm trying to figure out this little theory with the 6-speed trans. I'm gung-ho about that, and I'll probably add that 4-valve into that car over there. So now with this car over here, we got a few things that we need to do. Well, a lot of things. Exhaust, relocate the battery, and I want to change the fuel line and the fuel rail. See, this one has a returnless style fuel system on the fuel rail, right? But on this old car, it has a return style on there. So I have too many hoses at this point right here, right? Like 3 hoses going in and out. I just want to have one hose going in and another hose going back out. And I'm going to keep using the fuel pressure regulator and everything like that. And then I need to wire up this, and I need a window regulator for that, which they share the same window regulators from this model to this model, which is dope. So I got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of prepping and planning. And I need to get the wheels right on this. And also, too, I was going to change the gearing on this car, and I changed my mind. I'm going to end up using the stock gearing that's in it right now, and I'm just going to put a traction lock. And then this one over here, I was going to put 410s in it. I changed my mind. I'm going to use get a traction lock for that. And this one over here will stay 410s. And that's what we got going on. So mainly, hopefully we'll be able to take this car here, and I just got to keep at it and keep making sure this is good. I just got to make sure the fuel lines are legit and crimped and right. Well, that's what I'm planning to do, or that's what I'm doing as we're speaking, and everything like that. So I'm giving you guys an update on what I'm doing behind the scenes and what I'm trying to plan. And plus, I was fixing on the GL1000 inside there. We finally got some spark. We're going to let you guys check that out another time. So, man, thank you guys for watching this episode of Build Something TV, man. Hope you guys were enlightened. Yo, man, thank you so much for checking me out. And also, too, I am on Facebook right now. Yes, finally, bro. I broke down and been on Facebook. I joined a couple of Crown Vic groups and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm just trying to have some fun on that level. And it's been cool so far. Only one prick so far, but that's cool. We'll see you guys on the next one, man. Hopefully we can start back at this. I've been taking off the moldings, and we're just going to be working on everything simultaneously. And we're trying to get to PA, and we're driving the car to PA. Take my wife with me, and we rolling. So see you guys on the next one, man. All right. Later.